Your next comedian only has one name. Give it up for the mononymous Duke.
What up? You guys been enjoying this nice weather?
Yeah.
I know that it's supposed to snow tonight, but it's been so nice. Whenever it gets nice like this in Madison, it makes me think of the farmer's market. It's like, it's coming, it's almost here. But whenever I think of the farmer's market, I think of the time that my wife and I we just became our new parents, and we'd take our son down there, and we saw this couple who also had a newborn baby. And when you're new parents, you're pretty lonely. It's pretty lonelyville when that's going on. So I saw these people, and I was like, oh my God. And I ran up to them and I was like, we're like the same. Can we be friends, please? Can we be friends? And I wrote down my number and I forced him to take my number. I forced him to take it. And would you believe it? He didn't call me. He did not call. Loneliness is kind of weird like that, right? Like, trying to make friends when you're lonely is kind of like trying to get a job at a daycare when your name was just revealed on the Epstein list. You ever been lonely before?
Yeah.
I could tell. I could tell.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. No, it's not about you. It's just there's two things I know for sure. Everyone in this room, number one, everyone in this room has been lonely before and felt rejected. And number two, everyone in this room has rejected a person because of how desperate they seem, because of how lonely they are. We've all done it. Loneliness is easy to smell and it fucking reeks. You don't want it around you. I can come across as lonely sometimes. And sometimes it's because I am. Sometimes I'm just a lonely guy who's desperate for connection and who wants to make friends with a guy who has a baby, who's a stranger. But sometimes I think that I just get perceived as lonely because I'm pretty willing to be vulnerable with anybody. I'll kind of tell you anything. For example, I recently told an Uber passenger about how my mom a few years ago drank herself to death. Yeah, it's heavy, I get it. But for me, it's just a piece of information. I'm not like trauma dumping on you. I'm just giving some exposition to the story to help you understand what's about to happen next. If you don't know that she drank herself to death, the next part of the story will make zero sense and you'll be lost. And he had the best response. He just kind of went, oh, that would never happen to me. My mom's been sober for a decade. And he said it like that, like real hoity-toity. And I was like, cool, sober mom club. Because like technically, she's been dry as ashes for 4 years. But I think he responded that way mostly because people don't know how to respond to death. They don't know what to say. They don't even know how to handle the funeral part of it. And I get it, because funerals are kind of like this somber event where you're supposed to be sad, but it's also like this party atmosphere where you haven't seen a bunch of people in a long time. Like, yeah, it's a celebration of life, but it's also a celebration of seeing Cousin Mark for the first time in 6 years. And joking around at funerals, those are some of the funniest moments ever. I like, for me at least. I've been to a lot of funerals. I'm a pastor's kid, so I worked my first funeral at 10 years old. And at my mom's funeral, I got up and played guitar and sang a very somber song. It was sad. I cried. The whole audience cried. And afterwards, though, 3 people came up to talk to me. And again, I'm a pastor's kid. My grandfather was also a pastor. And these people had known me as that my whole life. One of them was the principal of the Christian high school that I graduated from. And they were all like, oh my God, that was so beautiful. They didn't say, oh my God, they're very Christian. But they were like, that was so beautiful. Like, we can't believe you even attempted that, but let alone to make it that great. Like, how did you get through that? And I'm pretty vulnerably honest, and I couldn't help but be honest. And I said, oh, I'm high as shit right now. And all of them were horrified by that. And I said, well, funerals, guys, the lows are lows, but turns out the highs are actual highs. Hey, thanks, no questions. I am Duke Adams.